Good morning again. I'm getting ready to get the fortitude to get the body upright, attempt dressing, and begin the day of some manual labor, praising and praying all the way. I had to call my financial advisor and have a very good relationship with his secretary, a wonderful Christian woman. Has been in the same United Methodist Church all her life. It's a beautiful, beautiful soul, and we have a very good Christian relationship, and can speak of spiritual needs and thoughts, share prayer requests, and I've been getting so much encouragement to continue writing and sharing of the spiritual. And Dr. H. in Southern California had even a couple of years ago, and again recently when we spoke, said, I must write the book. He even has a title for it. Something to do, he said something to do with redemption of a Catholic mystic in modern times, or a modern-day Catholic mystic. But redemption, he said, include redemption, because he said, and not as any kind of an expose, but as of the stamina of the human soul, that God gives the human soul such stamina to persevere through lifelong trials and hardships, and to still come out. Of course, he used to always say that I was like a cat that could be thrown up in the air any number of times and still land on all fours. Well, after, with my serious pain issues in back and neck and all of the rest, a lot of times I'm not exactly on all fours physically. Like today, I'm flat in bed, my knees raised under pillows to help take the stress off the back. But my spirit lands on all fours. Even yesterday, when I could have burst into tears with Raphael saying, redo the wall, but he said, oh, not the header, though. That would be too much. And this morning I woke up, I thought, yes, make it all straight, including change out the header. When I get dressed, I'm going to go down and start examining and praying over and asking the Lord who builds, the Lord who creates, how we will create a new header and build that header, and then all of the support studs underneath it. It's worth it as a means of enacting the thoughts that I wrote about on my blog this morning of the soul before God, and how to make straight the path, make straight the ways, and to make strong the armor of God, impenetrable. But I've been amazed by, I don't have a regular stat counter. My daughter had set one up, my oldest daughter, who's a computer whiz and works for Microsoft in some upper echelon capacities. I had set up a stat counter, but I don't know how to use it. But there's one with Google, and it just gives how many page views, and there's many. I'm shocked by how many. So evidently, whatever is resonating with some people, and for that I'm grateful. And I was sharing with this woman I was speaking with this morning that increasingly the Lord is letting me know also to help others accept the spiritual and explain the spiritual, share the spiritual, so that fear is alleviated and in that way help others access and not fear the spiritual and become more and more aware, and help them understand how to be aware of God in the present moment and in their spiritual beings. It's I'm know increasingly so. My spiritual father told me too. People fear the spiritual. They fear the unknown. And so I'm going to share many spiritual experiences and encourage others to realize this is not just for a few, this is for everyone. Every soul can begin to bloom fully in faith, in the light of Christ, and the communication and the access, and granted, build up the armor of God and develop discernment tools, but that God is so in us and accessible. Anyway, I'm very encouraged, and I will keep writing. It's even as a child, I was told, writing is my gift, writing is my gift, and we are to share our gifts. So I will keep writing and keep verbalizing and sharing. Dr. H and others have said, oh, a book, but I'm thinking be open to anything, maybe blogs. For now, anyway, I don't have the means here physically to even begin to write a book because the manual workload is so high. But in bits and pieces, I can at least keep practicing the wordsmithing and getting out different aspects and different experiences. And then maybe later on I can sift through some of those to put into a book, if God wills and wants. Just because other people maybe will or want doesn't mean that's what God will have happen. And this woman this morning said what's amazing is that even like with this wall, she knows all that I went through and how hard it was to do the plumbing and get the wiring in slowly and pay for that. And I said, well, I realize it's God's time. And again this morning I said also, and it's God's money. It's God's money. All is God's. And He knows I'm doing my best, and He knows my heart and my intentions are for His glory. God bless His real presence in all of us.